Hi, this is Cindy Herb, the joyful survivor. I'm here with a good friend of mine, Charles Crooks, who is a shaman here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. He has been helping me for several years dissolve blockages that I've had in my past. I want to talk to him again about his healing techniques and as opposed to other healing techniques. For instance, a lot of people use prayer and they use faith healers. Can you give me, I want to know, do you use faith in healing, Charles?
No.
And what do you think about faith healers?
Well, I'll put it this way, and I think this is a fair way to look at it. I'm not interested so much in the method somebody uses to get something fixed. And I don't care if it's what it is. Okay? So if they can get it fixed and it's permanent, you can't go wrong with that. I don't support a lot of the stuff that some of the faith healers are, done or whatever. However, I have seen situations where good work has occurred, and it might be that person may be the key to allow somebody to release something very deep. So even though I may not really support that wholeheartedly, I have found that there are many situations where that person, the faith healer, would be the key for somebody to have a realization or something along that line. So I can't denounce the whole deal.
Yeah, because there are people out there that have gone to faith healers and they say they've been healed completely. So it works on some level.
Yeah, and where it really works is basically their reality is set in such a way that this is the only person who can get it done, this is the only means to get it done, and when they finally get there, they've already released it themselves. Yes. So the faith healer was more of a catalyst than the actual implement.
So you say you don't, you're not a faith healer. Can you tell me why you don't consider yourself a faith healer?
Yeah, because if it works, great, I did my work. If it doesn't, then I missed. Simple as that.
But is it because of the term faith? Is it?
Well,
what do you consider?
I don't support.
faith?
Well, for one thing, I don't support belief in my work. It either works or it doesn't, and that's simple as that. Just let's keep it on the table, factual, scientific. It works or it doesn't. And so if I can go in there and pull out the cause, or resolve the cause, or whatever the case is, and the person's doing better, it works. If I'm unable, either I've missed or I don't have authority.
So what you're kind of saying, I think, is that faith is based on a belief that is not necessarily your own. You test everything. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
So that's why you don't support that term for yourself, faith.
That is correct, yes.
Okay.
Plus, I would not want anybody to believe in me at all, because that's not the deal here. If somebody comes over and we get some work done, we can fix the problem, whatever the case is, we fix it. At the same time, there's a lot of instruction that goes along with defining one's reality, how these things get started, because I also describe how the intellect gets going, how it collects stuff. So it's not just basically somebody walks in, I pull the stuff out or whatever. It's natural. That's why all sessions are recorded and the individual has a CD, because there's a lot of training that goes along in these sessions.
Oh, wow. How long does a session last?
Average hour and a half. They've been actually creeping up to about 2 hours.
Wow. And does that take a lot out of you?
Well, let's put it this way. It's not so much, it's more of a calorie issue. So, for example, I had six people to do in Fort Worth one time, and if it wasn't for some pizza and a few other goodies, I think I'd been wiped out, too.
Okay, one last question. Let's talk about affirmations. Because there's a lot of people that use affirmations. Mm-hmm. And can you elaborate on why or why not that affirmations may work for some people?
All right. First of all, let me tell you why they would not work for a lot of people. And that is because they truly believe they don't have what they're affirming. And that's the reason they need to make the affirmation.
So it's kind of like, that is kind of like the ask and you shall receive, maybe?
Kind of, but for example, let's say somebody has an issue with temper, okay? So if they say, I've got patience, I've got patience, I've got patience, trying to believe me, they don't have patience at all, and that affirmation is not going to do them bit of good. However, if you ask for patience, and this is really funny, never do so, but if you ask for patience, you'll end up hitting every red light on the street, I'll guarantee you. Done that.
What do you mean?
Well, in other words, if you ask for patience, that means basically you want to, learn about patience. That means that you get used to the idea of dealing with delays.
So people that just, because they say that if you say stuff over and over and over, eventually it's like it becomes second nature, and it's like a thought process that you're putting out there. So that's why people use affirmations. But you're saying that it may not work for people because they're living as if they don't have it.
Yeah.
And so you really have, it's more than just doing the affirmations, it's actually feeling
it. Again, I want to use the term cop and attitude.
Okay.
Simple as that. I'm a carrier of light, I don't care.
You're a carrier of light. And everyone's a carrier of light,
it just matter what they want. It's a matter of whether they want to bring it forward.
Okay.
And you maintain your standards, and that's the key on that.
Well, good. Well, thank you again, Charles, for being with us. If any of you want to reach him, you can reach him at healerofheartsandminds.com, or what's your other website?
Shamanic-enterprises.com.
Thanks again, Charles. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you.